Hi friends, this is Hattie at Dream and Willow Homestead, and today we're in the kitchen. So we're going to be making Bulgolgi beef, or Korean beef, known by some. And let's go ahead and get started. So first, we're going to be grating up some ginger. So in this recipe, it calls for ginger, garlic, oil, soy sauce, toasted sesame seed oil, gochujung, which is a chili paste, a Korean chili paste. It's really good. And brown sugar. The beef you can use is really up to you. We usually use flank steak because that's just our favorite cut. One of the more popular kinds of beef for you to use is boneless short rib or ribeye, you know, just kind of whatever you have around. Oh, and you know what, usually you would add Asian pear to this recipe. It adds a certain enzyme that makes the meat really tender and delicious. And if you don't have Asian pear, you can even use kiwi. It also has that enzyme. You just use a little bit less. However, I have neither, so we're just gonna do this recipe without that. So this is just the marinade. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and put the ginger in there. Let me wash my hands real quick. Take them off. And next, I don't know if you guys have heard about this. This stuff is amazing. It's garlic paste. You just keep it in your fridge and it stays good for a long time. And you don't really need it to last a long time because I usually use it within a couple of days. But I absolutely love garlic. So it comes in this little tube and you can just squirt it out like that. And something you guys should know about me is I rarely use actual measurements. So bear with me. I'll put a link to the actual measurement recipe down below. Let me get a spoon. And this is gochujung. Like I said, it's a Korean chili paste. If you don't have it, you can actually just substitute it with red chili flakes. And we've done that too, and it's really good. So this is what it looks like. And just a couple spoonfuls. There we go. Put that to the side. Then we're gonna need to do some soy sauce. Whatever soy sauce you have will work. I've used several different kinds. And just pour about that much in. And we're also going to do some toasted sesame oil. I always use this pretty sparingly. It goes a long way, that's for sure. But nothing can take the place of that. You know, it's a very distinct flavor. And then you can use pretty much any type of oil. I prefer to do most of my cooking with avocado oil. Just put some in there. That looks good. And then we have some brown sugar. Let's see. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and close this up so that I can mix it. So I think that's good. This is what it looks like. Nothing too special, but I can tell you it tastes amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the beef and then we'll be back. All right guys, we're back with our flank steak. This is actually not fully thawed out, which is perfect because you want to get this as thin as possible because you're going to get the most flavor, the most crisp. Just, that's how it's traditionally done, and they do that for a reason. Something else you want to look at is making sure you are cutting against the grain, because if you see there are these lines going this way on the meat, and that's the grain. That's the way the muscle grew. And if you cut it this way, it's one long singular piece of muscle, and it can get really chewy and tough, and that's not what we want. We want some really tender beef. So what we're gonna do, if the grain is going this way, we're gonna cut this way so that we have smaller pieces of extremely tender beef. So let's do this. You can cut off excess fat. Although fat is flavor, so you don't want to cut it all off. And you want to cut it as thinly as possible. Well, that's a little thick, but it'll work. And then I'll usually just cut that in half. So it's in a little bit bigger than bite-sized pieces. Ooh, I need to sharpen my knives. Need to get my husband Luke to do that. All right, everybody, we finished cutting up our beef and we put it in the marinade and mixed it all up, and this is what we're left with. So if you can, I would say do this the night before. This is actually what we're gonna be having for dinner tonight. So it'll get to marinate for a few hours, and anywhere from a few hours to, I would say 4 to 24 hours would be perfect. The longer you can leave it in, the better, the more flavor. So we'll see you later tonight when we will grill this up in our cast iron grill. It's gonna be delicious. Hey friends, we're back in the kitchen and we are about to grill up our bulgogi. So here with me, I have my cast iron grill. All right, so let's go ahead and heat this up and cook up our bulgogi. All right, guys, here's the first batch of bulgogi. And over here, we are going to be cooking up some rice. If you've never cooked rice this way, you are missing out, friend. You gotta start out with some butter. Put your rice in, let that brown. Put your salt and then add your water, and then put a lid and let it sit. Don't you dare lift that lid, and you will have the best rice of your entire life. Stay tuned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some bulgogi down, just like that. promise my husband doesn't mind. So I'm just gonna take some rice and put it down just a little bit. And then you get your veggies on there. Just like that. Some cabbage, some carrots, and some onions. Take one end and kind of, as much as you can, fold the middle because it will kind of fall over. So fold it over in half and then fold the side over. And the other side. And let's see. Hey Luke! You gonna try something?
Oh, I definitely would.
He's gonna try it.
Oh, that's freaking good.
You like it?
I love it. It's really good.
Alright, let's have dinner.
Sounds good to me.
Alright friends, it's dinner time here at the Dreaming Willow Homestead, but it's not the night we actually made the bulgogi. That was yesterday. Tonight is leftovers. So we were just going to talk about different ways you could eat this. Because yesterday we had wraps with rice paper. So that was one way you could eat it. We ate it last time with a leafy green. I think it was a mustard green, right?
Yes.
Mustard greens, and you pretty much did the same thing. You put your meat, rice, and veggies on top, and it was like a little leafy green bulgogi taco. Tonight we're having it over rice with some veggies on top and this delicious pot sticker sauce that this guy made. So we're gonna say goodnight to you guys so that we can get to eating. Bye.
Bye.